the house, coming to you on a Saturday, dreary day to go ahead and do a YouTube video. Watched some movies. I watched a movie earlier, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna take a break." And usually, I haven't done a back-to-back video in a while, so um, weather is just junk here. Kind of have a wintry mix thing. Started off as rain, and I was thinking about going out, and all of a sudden I get to the door, and it's like, no, we're staying in. Just sleet outside, and just winter does not want to give up its grip right now. So daylight savings time out there. So remember the spring ahead uh, for this evening. But thought I'd go over a couple of movies that are more than one's movie's 10 years old, and then a couple others are from the '90s and the '80s. So movies that maybe you haven't heard of or not aware of. So I thought, man, they're named actors in them. So I thought, why not? Let's change it up a little bit. I guess movies, obscure movies. Or main actors that you maybe don't see anymore, or maybe you do, and but I go over them. First one, The Substitute, 1996. Tom Berenger is in this. Basically, mercenary, out of work, and ends up being a teacher at a school that's just having to deal with drugs and more or less helps clean it up and get kids on the right track. There were sequels to the movies. I don't know if I'm not sure if I'm going to watch them or not. It's been a while since I have, and if I remember right, the second one kind of, I think it dealt with like a robot. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure, but I almost want to say the second one was something like that. But Tom Berenger just recently did a movie, or finishing up a movie called Supervised. It kind of seems a little interesting for senior citizens. Look like they're going to become superheroes or something like that. So could be a little humorous, maybe. Also in the movie, Raymond Cruz. He just recently did, hope I do this right, The Curse of Morana. I know I butchered that, so I apologize. The Curse of Laura. No, go with that. And then there is a young Mark Anthony in this movie. I think he's, what would he be? 20 years old, maybe, in this movie. It could be around that time. But yeah, there's a young Mark Anthony in this. Next movie, Next of Kin. Hillbillies versus the Mob is what this comes down to. It's a movie that's entertaining, and if you're looking just for some action, it's not over the top. It's movies that, to be honest, for that time period in '80s, there was a couple movies that you could kind of put this in. But Patrick Swayze's in this, and somebody that died at 57. And down the road, I'm going to do a movie on Red Dawn, because I watched the remake recently, and probably put those two movies, the original and then the new Red Dawn, together. So I'll go over that with for Patrick Swayze. And then Liam Neeson is in this, and he just recently did Men in Black International. There's some humor in the movie. Again, it holds its own. Again, with The Substitute, that also, I almost put it, it's like the same type of, if you're just looking to sit back, watch a movie, chill out for the evening. Like the weather I got going on here, this would be perfect for these type of movies, I think. Even tonight would be for the weather that's out there. I'm sitting there afterwards. I'm maybe going to do a martial arts thing or a spaghetti western because it's just one of those nights that it's like, nothing really chasing after anything. But Liam Neeson recently finished up Men in Black International, so that's coming out, I think, this year. And then my last movie, again, one of these movies where it had an original title, and I only knew of the one that I knew. And then all of a sudden I'm looking for it, and it's like, yeah, it's called this. The last movie I'm covering is The Line, and La Lina is the original title. That was done in 2009, and this movie I like. Ray Liotta and Andy Garcia are in this, and I don't want to give up the end. It's if you're like, yeah, I've seen this. The ending of a movie does have a surprise. I think it holds its own for keeping something that it's like I didn't expect how the ending happens. It surprised me, and I watched this. I've watched it, from years ago, and I forgot about it, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my word, I forgot that this happens, and so there's a little twist in it that kind of helps the movie out, makes it a little more. It's like, okay, now it's worth staying for the whole thing. It holds its own. Like I say, all three of these movies, you kind of wanted to do a binge watching of some actors, known actors. Each one's a little different, so they're not exactly the same. Storylines, something a little different. So basically, in The Line, there's some trying to power trip in regards to the drug cartel in Mexico, and so it holds its own. And like I say, the ending I think is worth it. So the three movies for this evening: The Substitute, 1996, Next of Kin, 1989, and The Line, 2009. So those are the movies, and like I said, not much going on, so I thought, why not? Let's throw a YouTube video out there, and I hope everybody is enjoying the evening or daytime, wherever you are. Have a good one, and take it easy.